Good morning, cadets. So this is the third part of Armed Force module. In this module, we will be discussing about the Central Armed Police Force. So as we know, it is not only Army, Navy and Air Force, there are other uniformed services in our country. So apart from police, there is a Central Armed Police Forces. So these Central Armed Police Forces are very, very much important in our country. So it is must that all the NCC cadets should know what are the CAPF Central Armed Police Force and what are their role and what are their tasks. It is also very important to know that recently central government has also given nod for NCC C certificate holders in the recruitment of CAPF. So all the NCC cadets will be getting 5% additional marks in the recruitment of Central Armed Police Force. So it is very much important that all the NCC cadets should be aware of what are the Central Armed Police Force and how are they function and what are their tasks. So we will go through the PowerPoint. Today it is Armed Forces Part 3. The aim of today's class is the role and task of Central Armed Police Force. Preview is Part 1 Introduction, Part 2 is the role and task of Central Armed Police Force, other central organizations and conclusion. Central Armed Police Force. The central agencies are controlled by the central government. The majority of federal law enforcement agencies are controlled by the Ministry of Home Affairs. The head of each of the federal law enforcement agencies is always the Indian Police Services officers, and in case of Assam Rifles, it is regular army officer. The Central Armed Police Forces details are as under. The first one is Assam Rifles, Border Security Force, Central Industrial Security Force, Central Reserve Police Force, Indo-Tibetan Border Police, National Security Guards, Special Protection Groups, Sashastra Seema Bal. Central Investigation and Intelligence Institutions of Police Organizations. They are CBI, Central Bureau of Investigation, Indian Income Tax Department, Directorate of Revenue Intelligence, Central Economic Intelligence Bureau, Directorate General of Central Excise Intelligence, National Investigation Agency, Narcotics Control Bureau, Bureau of Police Research and Development, National Crime Records Bureau. First, it is Assam Rifles. Assam Rifles is the oldest paramilitary force in India whose primary role is to protect a part of India's northeastern borders and also the internal security. It also maintained law and order in the tribal areas. The organization is headed by DGAR appointed from servicing regular army cadre. Border Security Force. The Indian Border Security Force is responsible for policing India's land borders during peacetime and preventing trans-border crimes along Pakistan and Bangladesh. It is a central police force operating under the Ministry of Home Affairs. It performs a variety of duties ranging from VIP security to election duties, from guarding of vital installations to counter Naxal operations. Central Industrial Security Force. The primary task of CISF is providing industrial security. The Central Industrial Security Force guards industrial installations around the country, owned by the central government, as well as securing supports, seaports and airports. Central Reserve Police Force. The Central Reserve Police Force is one of the largest central police organizations in the world. Its main Objective is to assist and help states and union territories law enforcement agencies in maintaining law and order and to contain insurgency. It is also deployed as an anti-terrorist in various regions. It is even operating abroad as part of United Nations peacekeeping missions. It performs a variety of duties ranging from VIP security to election duties. Indo-Tibetan Border Police. The Indo-Tibetan Border Police is responsible for security along the Indo-Tibetan border. The ITBP personnel are trained in the fields of law and order, military tactics, jungle warfare, counter-insurgency and internal security. ITBP is an elite and agile force. It is involved in wartime and peacetime duties at the border and the surrounding areas. National Security Guards. The NSG is a commando unit originally created for counter-terrorism and hostage rescue mission. Raised in 1986, it is popularly known as Black Cats for the uniform worn by its operators. The NSG draws its core members from the Indian Army and the balance support staff from various central police units. It is India's premier counter-terror outfit and is typically deployed in situations that would be beyond the capabilities of regular police force. The NSG team, with a dedicated transport aircraft, is always stationed at Palam Airport in New Delhi, ready to deploy in 30 minutes. Special Protection Group. The Special Protection Group is the executive protection agency of the Government of India. It provides security 24/7 all over India to Prime Minister, including ex-Prime Ministers and their family members at any location across India. Sashastra Seema Bal. The Sashastra Seema Bal, formed in the year 1963, deployed at the Indo-Nepal and Indo-Bhutan borders. The SSB personnel are trained in the fields of law and order, military tactics, jungle warfare, counter-insurgency and internal security. The other central police force. The other central police forces are the CBI. It is a premier investigative agency responsible for the wide variety of criminal and national security matters. Then the second one is the Indian Income Tax Department. It is controlled by the Department of Revenue in the Ministry of Finance of the Union Government, dealing with matters relating to levy and collection of direct taxes and matters of tax evasion and revenue intelligence. The DRI, Directorate of Revenue Intelligence, is the intelligence-based organization responsible for the coordination of India's anti-smuggling efforts. The Central Economic Intelligence Bureau is an Indian intelligence agency responsible for gathering information and monitoring the economic and financial sectors for economic offences and warfare. The Director General of Central Excise Intelligence. It is intelligence-based organization responsible for detection of tax evasion cases related to central excise duty and service tax. NIA, National Investigation Agency, is empowered to deal with terror-related crimes across states without special permission from the states. Narcotics Crime Bureau is responsible for anti-narcotics operation all over the country. The Bureau of Police Research and Development. It is involved in research relating to problems confronting the Indian police, the training of different ranks of police in India, and the introduction of technology at both federal and state levels. The National Crime Records Bureau. It maintains the criminal records at the police stations in the country and to create shareable database at police stations and districts and at state and federal level. The Central Forensic Science Laboratory, which fulfills the forensic requirements in the country. There are 8 central forensic laboratories in India at Hyderabad, Kolkata, Bhopal, Chandigarh, Pune, Nagpur, Guwahati and New Delhi. Conclusion: as an NCC cadets, it is mandatory that all the cadets should understand these organizations and the role they play in national security development as well as in nation building. Thank you.